Absolutely. It's just great work from them all.
It is very kind. Coming up in a bit, we're going to find out about the golf. Now, I'm a little bit excited about this.
You have to be. Hey, one has to be.
Someone
has to be.
Someone person. That is me. After last year, I think we should have a little bit of a recap of what did happen last year. Unfortunately, I was covering the golf last year, and that was a mistake to begin with. I know very little about golf, and frankly, by the time I got there, it had been an hour into the game, and they wouldn't let me into the clubhouse. So this year,
I remember that.
I know you do. Now I tell you these stories of how I was banned from watching golf in this area for at least 10 years. It's not true, but they wouldn't let me onto the greens. They wouldn't let me in the clubhouse.
Because you didn't have a suit or something.
I didn't have a suit.
That's why.
I said to our sports manager, I said, I used to play golf. I know they like you to wear, professional gear to look smart and, be presentable. He said, no, mate, it's Varsity. They know it's students. No one will care. How wrong he was. They wouldn't even let me on the grounds. I was stuck at the gate. I had to wait there for them to come out. And we only drew. So I've got to say, it wasn't worth the wait. I wanted a victory. We didn't get one this year. I want to see victory for Swansea in golf just because I can. I can root for them. Someone's got to, haven't they?
Absolutely. Well, bed down. Down goes a bed. Bed is background music.
I love how your producers, very nicely monitoring all our things and just writing words and just
bed down.
Bed down.
No, it's funny because last year I didn't know what a bed was, and for you out there, if you don't know what a bed is, it's the music in the background. So this. But technically,
it's very, very cool, I must add.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Very, very cool.
I've had to say, I was sat out there with you a few minutes ago, wasn't I? We were listening to you sort of chattering away. It did sound very professional, almost like, you're listening to perhaps NASCAR now and again.
Oh my goodness,
and,
you're being too kind.
I was comparing him to a NASCAR commentator, just a tad. He's gone blushing, he's gone red. He's not even looking at me anymore. He's a little bit embarrassed. I'm going to rub it in a tad, but we'll get past this. It's fine.
Well, thank you, I appreciate it, guys. And it was really nice for Will to call in. I think he did the commentating last year. And hey, it's amazing for him to be calling in from South Australia. Is there such a thing? Probably from South Wales. That's the only place I know. No, from Australia, and it's a long way. It's an expensive call, and yet he's given us the support. Really appreciate it.
Now, I seem to recall him last year. Was he the man with the very curly hair and the long hair? Is that right? Or was it not curly? He was on the microphone. And
I know they're the PA guy, and that might have been Will. We're going to get Thomas, who's on the other side. That's the guy. Curly hair. That's Will.
That's Will.
Okay,
I love how he made another gesture there. Not one we'll repeat on air, but that was definitely him. And I have to say, I did enjoy his commentating. He was rallying up the guys for Swansea and for Cardiff.
He was, yes.
On the old microphone, getting everybody going, which is always nice. Do you reckon this year we're going to have the same sort of effect, though? Do you think as many people as last year will be getting out there and chanting songs? Because, I don't know, I feel slightly underprepared this year. I don't really have any good chants.
No, we were discussing this on the car on the way down.
We were indeed.
And I didn't actually know any chants.
I know. Well, I mean, 2 years ago, Swansea had a whole host of chants prepared. I'm not going to say that they were good. In fact, they were mostly rubbish. Like, what's that coming over the hill? Is it our Swansea? Is it our Swansea? That's pretty pants. I'm not going to lie. But perhaps this year, there's an unofficial one that we can't even say on air because no one's put any good words in it. You got another message from your producer. Look at that.
Bed down again. Hey, take the bed down.
Sounds a little bit kinky, I'm not going to lie. Moving swiftly onwards.
Thomas Carroll just, that's what I'm talking about. The other side of it, he came into the office, did a sweeping flip or whatever he did.
A sweeping twirl.
Sweeping twirl.
Is he a dancing man? That's what we need to know. Is there representation for him in Varsity? Is there a dance-off?
Well, I know that it's not a job description for the next station manager to be knowing how to dance, but I guess, hey, he's got the little extra credits.
Do you reckon we should have an unofficial dance-off? Just for fun.
Absolutely.
Just between Xpress and Xtreme, I'll get some of the Xtreme guys down. You get some of the Express guys down. We'll have a dance-off. What about that?
We can do that. I mean, our tradition here with the Express Sports Department is that we've been rapping on air, at least trying to. I'm hoping Scott comes in. I'm afraid he won't come in today, but if he could rap for us on air, that would be quite cool. Not real rap, but he's like, da-da-da-da-da,
What, vanilla ice rapping? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, some good stuff.
Indeed. No, I mean, it would be nice to have a sort of friendly competition, perhaps, between the two of us.
It
Something
would.
perhaps we can come up with. I just, the dancing came to mind because that was a magnificent twirl that he just did for us. Gotta say, maybe he'll do it again if we look at him long enough. Perhaps if we talk about it. He's just standing there. He's not even listening.
Nah,
is he?
he's busy. He's busy.
Perhaps he will. You never know.
Some update. I just got a message earlier that told us about the, let's see, the men's fencing team beat Swansea 134 to 110. So that's quite a big defeat there. I mean, not a huge defeat, but 134, that's a big score. It's almost like cricket numbers.
It is. That is massive. We're getting messages in on the old text there for people listening from Swansea, basically saying, "Oh dear, what are you talking about?" I know. Swansea is losing a lot of its games. It is unfortunate, but we have won some important things. Lacrosse,
yeah.
Women's football, we just won 2-1. Many other things
And the rugby
that
on
aren't
top
coming to
8-0.
mind. I know the rugby. That is the big one. I got to say, I can't remember. Do you happen to have the stats for when Swansea last won the Shield? Because I believe the Shield is separate to the Cup. Is that right? You win the Cup for the rugby and the
I
Shield
think
for
3 years ago was it.
3 years ago.
3-1 Cardiff in the men's hockey.
It's not looking good on hockey for men, is it? Let's be honest. But,
Why don't we take a break and we'll come back on it later and talk about the men's hockey a bit more after I don't know. Forget about that. Restart. An honest mistake from the Bravery.
Huge.
Hugh. All right, here we go.